In today's video, I'm going to show you proof why I believe XRP and Bitcoin will end up, when the dust settles, the top two cryptocurrencies in the ecosystem. Now, this does not mean there's going to be other cryptos that survive and that are very important to the ecosystem. But just like the auto boom, just like the dot-com boom, I think there's going to be three big main ones. And I'm going to talk about the top two today, proof and why. My name is Coach JV. I've spent the last 7 years of my life after leaving banking studying at a very, very deep level how the system works. Very interesting to understand that money is just debt in America. And that has to do with my narrative today. Every single dollar in the system is someone else's debt. The average American needs to make $150,000 a year just to be middle class. Bank makes money in three ways: interest income, fee income, and capital markets income. And the regional banks are getting rocked right now with the bond yields inverting in 2023, and now people not being able to service their debt and a whole new monetary system coming in. That's why I believe these two cryptos are going to end up the top two when all the dust settles. So let's dive right into this. So before we kick it off, if you want to learn how I ensure my wealth, I think it's very important to help people with resources. I pull from the top of the risk pyramid during the bull run. I bring it down. I ensure my family and my wealth. You can click a needs assessment in the bio here on my YouTube video, or click the bio in my social media platform. Fill out a needs assessment. We'll have the proper team reach out to you. All right, so let's dive right into this. Okay, so I'm really working to get deeper into my type of research and how I mind map things out. Okay. So what I do is I do my research and then I put it into different technologies to mind map things out. And so I wanted to come to you guys with, number one, what I think the top two cryptos are going to be. This is not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you what I think and why and the proof. Okay. So what's the why, what's the utility, and why do I think it's going to be the top two? Okay, so number one is we have to understand where the banking system is at right now. So we're in a liquidity crisis, and in 2023, the largest asset manager in the world gave us a signal right away that, hey, listen, something's wrong with the system. They went from cryptocurrencies a fraud used for money laundering to it's a flight to quality. So that's a signal right there. Boom. And where did they go? They created a Bitcoin ETF, which is approved in 2024, and now an Ethereum ETF, which is approved. Okay. So hint number one is, where are the asset managers flooding to? The largest asset manager in the world has 10.1 trillion under management. And so if they get it wrong, then hey, that's a big mistake. But there's a reason why they're saying it's a flight to quality. America's at 150%, 120% debt to income ratio. There's more debt than there is money in the system. The average American is broke right now. They can't service their debt. And we have a liquidity crisis. Okay. Number two is we have a liquidity crisis, as I just talked about. The old archaic banking system is dying out. Okay. The SWIFT system, as Brad Garlinghouse says, you can take a briefcase of money and get it to another country on a plane quicker than you can through the SWIFT system. We're moving from Web 2.0 to Web 3.0, industrial to technical, an old archaic banking system to a new banking system. The public and private sector are coming together, and now the Senate passed their first bill around crypto. So it's here, guys. So this is why I believe they're the top two. So we're going to talk about Bitcoin and XRP. They're going to be the leading cryptocurrencies. Now, I'd love to hear your opinion down below and what you think the top two are, but this is why I believe. Okay. So we're first going to start with Bitcoin, and we're going to talk about XRP. Now, the reason I think these two are going to be the top, because they serve two very different purposes. Okay. For me, I'm using Bitcoin as a store of value in gold, which I'm going to break down like digital gold. And I'm using XRP as a bridge currency in the future. I'm going to hold it 50% long-term for the rest of my life. And I believe it's something that can solve a liquidity crisis. So first, Bitcoin, the digital gold. I'm looking up here. You guys can see the sheet here. Okay. So first is its market dominance and recognition. It came out in 2009. At the same time, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa came together to form BRICS. So the proof is, this is the largest market capitalization since inception. Over 40% of the market dominates as of 2024. So Bitcoin has 40% of the market. And whatever Bitcoin does, its dominance actually moves the market. So if you read the book Intelligent Investor, that's a point for Bitcoin. Okay. Example, investments by major institutions like Fidelity and BlackRock. That should give you a hint. If you read the book Intelligent Investor, if you stop investing in stocks and in companies, you're like, if you look at Bitcoin, if you considered it a company, which it's not, you're like, okay, the largest asset managers in the world are moving towards it. It holds 40% of the cryptocurrency dominance. If Bitcoin fails, the whole market fails. Okay. Next is security and decentralization. The proof, it has a robust network of miners, proof of work, consensus mechanisms. The example, never successfully compromised since 2009. Think about the SWIFT system. Think about our banking system. They keep saying it's the worst thing ever. It has never been compromised since 2009. Okay, so we got market dominance. 40% of the market is run by Bitcoin. We have the largest asset manager in the world, Fidelity and BlackRock. Fidelity holds the largest amount of 401ks, are moving into this asset class. Security and decentralization, the robust network of miners, proof of work, and consensus mechanism. The example, it's never been compromised since 2009. Okay, then institutional adoption and integration. So the proof that I give you is increasing institutional adoption, balance sheets of companies like Tesla and MicroStrategies. So people are now adding this to their balance sheet. Well, why would they be doing that? Why would some of the largest companies in the world be doing that? Because the US dollar's in trouble, guys. The US dollar's in trouble. That's why it's a flight to quality. We don't know what's going to happen with the US dollar. We've never been in this type of position in America. And we're heading into a World War III narrative, a climate change narrative, a social geopolitical narrative, one of the most polarizing elections in history. The example, Bitcoin ETFs being launched and approved. So Bitcoin to me is a good bet because of the store of value like digital gold. And that's how I'm using it. Okay. The second cryptocurrency that I think are going to be the top two is going to be XRP, which is the bridge currency for global payments. Okay. So first, we're going to talk about three things just like we do with Bitcoin. Number one is superior transaction speed and cost efficiency. The proof, transactions take 3 to 5 seconds, low transaction fee. The example, RippleNet enables quick and cost-effective cross-border payments. So RippleNet is a radical, amazing technology that could transform the banking system. That's how I got introduced to XRP. Somebody walked into our gym and said, have you heard of XRP? The first thing I said when I researched it coming from the banking system is, why are banks not using this? And I found out in other countries, they are using it. Okay. Strategic partnership and adoption. Proof, partnerships with over 300 financial institutions, including major banks. There's already people using it. Example, collaboration with MoneyGram for faster and cheaper transaction. That's just an example. I'm not sure if they're still with MoneyGram. I'll have to check on that. So don't check, you verify me down below. But that's a point. That's one of my points is, and then you got is it SBI? SBI, right? There's huge transactions outside of America. The reason why it's been stifled in America, and another reason why I'm investing in it, why would they go after Ripple? Why would they go after Ripple, the biggest disruptor in the financial industry? Well, that's why, because they were the biggest disruptor to the financial and liquidity crisis within America. Regulatory clarity and compliance. This is huge right here, guys. Remember, Bitcoin on the top is, excuse me if I see that, is on the CFTC website, guys. It's deemed a commodity. So for XRP, regulatory clarity and compliance, proof, proactive engagement with regulators, compliance with financial regulations. Okay. They were proactively working with regulators when they got sued. They were constant. They're a real company doing real things. Look at their board of directors. That should give you a hint where we're heading. Example, regulatory approvals like license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS. Also, they beat the SEC. It is not a security. And now we're just waiting for the settlement to go through. And so I wanted to show you this on why I believe that these are the top two cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin and XRP will be the leading cryptocurrencies in the ecosystem as we move forward. Now, I'm not saying that other cryptocurrencies are not going to be here, and I have a robust cryptocurrency portfolio. But if I was a betting man, and based on the book Intelligent Investor and looking at how money moves through the system, is Bitcoin would be the store value and XRP would be the transaction coin. And there's many others like XLM. I love HBAR. I love QNT, the connector, right? There's many other cryptocurrencies out there that I'm involved in, VeChain, supply chain management. But as I invest in these cryptocurrencies, I look at them as real world long-term solves. And will it be here after regulation? And does it have real utility that can actually solve a problem for humanity? And will it be able to survive regulation? Think about it. Ripple, XRP, the company Ripple, spent $200 million battling the SEC. Do these other companies have that much money when the SEC or the CFTC, whoever's going to regulate it, comes cracking down on regulation? So that's what I wanted to show you guys. I'm starting to get a little bit deeper with my content around how I mind map my research. So I do my research and then I mind map it out, and then I make sure that it hits logically within my own circuit, right? And then I make my investments based on that, not based on what an influencer says or this person says. I do it based on what my gut says, my mind and heart say, right? So the decisions that I make, I have to own those decisions, as you do as well. But I did that through developing financial literacy, financial discipline with my finances, being very disciplined with my budgets, income versus expenses and non-negotiables. From there, I started to learn how to earn. That was the biggest thing I had to learn how to do. Once I learned how to earn, I learned how to diversify and divest into different asset classes by being an intelligent investor and doing deep research and understanding how do I feel comfortable with this. And then from there, when I earn, I learn how to protect my wealth with a trust. So I think that's important for me to bring this information to you guys. Let me know what you think about this down below. What do you think the top 2 cryptos are? I would love to hear your opinion. So if you want to learn how to exit the markets, click right here down below in the description of this video on my social media platform. You can download our revolutionary app. We have over 2,000 satisfied customers now with Merlin, smartest way to track your crypto. I'm the co-founder and creator of it. It's just an interface. We don't hold your keys or combos. It helps you see all your crypto in one place and helps you set up an exit plan so you can profit in this market. So you can get 30 days for free. We have customer service. And if you don't like the relationship, boom, you can cancel right there on the app. No hoops to jump through. So I appreciate you guys. I love you. As we always say, warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go. Love you guys.